I just paid $300 to ask Elon Musk's new AI tool, Grok 4, how to make money fast. And I was shocked at what it told me because it gave me two of the exact same strategies that I use regularly to land $3,000 per month AI subscription service-based clients, and I'm going to be breaking down both of those methods in this video. But before that, what I discovered behind the scenes of Grok 4 was pretty terrifying. This AI got jailbroken within 48 hours. It lies about its capabilities and might be one of the biggest tech scams of 2025. Now, in reality, there is a strong chance they're probably going to take this video down for exposing this. So make sure you watch the entire thing while it is still up, because as I said, I'm going to be going behind the curtain of my company that was recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii just last year, using tactics just like the ones Grok 4 gave me that I'll be deep diving in this video with you. Now, real quick before we get into all that, if you like this topic of building an online business and getting AI subscription clients, then I'd like to do something special for you and offer you my 4-part free AI fast track training where we dive deeper on how to get AI subscriptions that pay me monthly. I'm also going to give you 30 days free to the best AI tool out there, the one that I use to get clients and run my business. It's a 30-day free trial. It's totally optional if you want it. And so if you like to get those assets, just be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and not required, but always appreciated, consider sharing this video with a friend who would probably be interested in generating some AI subscriptions. And lastly, just comment below and I'll send you a link to the fast track training, the software, and the other bonuses that I'll be including in this video. Now let's talk about some of the controversial stuff that we've been seeing in the press, starting out with the pricing. Now, there's a free version, which is very basic, that's Grok 3, but if you want to upgrade to Grok 4, it's either $30 a month or $300 per month. Now, that's a pretty hefty subscription, making it 15 times more expensive than competitors if you go for the $300 a month price tag. And people are calling it a cash grab to target early adopters who want exclusive access. Now, this pricing strategy may seem like it's designed to create some fake scarcity and probably some top of the shelf positioning. The problem is that all of the tests that I've seen so far say that the actual performance doesn't really justify the cost. And then there's the fact that Grok 4 was successfully jailbroken just 48 hours after launching, making the high success rates for generating dangerous content crazy. Now, this really exposes a safety and vulnerability threat despite xAI's security claims. And this is important because although xAI claims that it has super strong security, the AI can be manipulated to generate dangerous content with about a 67% success rate. And what about the fact that Grok 4 has been caught referencing Elon Musk's social media posts when answering controversial questions? It almost seems like the AI is programmed with his personal biases, which raise some pretty serious concerns about objectivity. And these types of biased responses and claims basically undermine AI's objectivity for business and researcher use. So you don't really know what you're getting when you use this thing. That being said, when it comes to straight business tasks, I have found it to be beneficial. And I'm going to be sharing those action steps with you, like building lead lists for people who might be able to pay you for AI subscription-based services. But then there's the benchmark manipulation scandal. So basically, people are saying that his claims, Elon Musk's claims about Grok 4 being able to do what it says it can do, essentially be the smartest AI out there, are based on misleading benchmarks. Now, real-world performance testing has shown that there are significant gaps between the claims and actual capabilities of what Grok 4 can actually do. And having inflated performance really can mislead customers about the AI's actual capabilities, which is not good, especially if you're charging $300 per month. And then there's the corporate exodus that's happening. The ex-CEO, Linda, I'm going to butcher her name, Yaccarino, announced her resignation on the same day that Grok 4 was actually launched. Now, that timing raised some serious concerns about whether her leadership is fleeing from potential controversies rather than, I don't know, maybe just organically leaving the job. This type of suspicion makes a lot of people question what the heck is going on behind the scenes and probably put some distance between themselves and any other scandals that are on the horizon or happening as we speak. And then there's the Tesla spy car integration. Now, most of you know that Tesla is integrating Grok 4 into AI vehicles starting July 12th of 2025. But this raises some privacy concerns about an AI system with documented bias issues being embedded in cars and trucks tracking their personal behavior. Tesla has begun rolling this AI integration out, but those types of privacy concerns are going to make people not want to use it. And then one of the funniest things that I have seen so far is that when asked, Grok 4 won't reveal its system prompt despite the $300 monthly cost. So not having this type of transparency to reveal what is actually under the hood of Grok 4 raises some questions about whether XAI is hiding something from its premium users. And I think a lot of people are going to want to have transparency into how their expensive AI tool actually works. And finally, Elon Musk made some really strong claims about how strong the coding capabilities are for Grok 4, but real-world developer testing revealed very mixed results. The gap between marketing promises and actual performance has sparked some serious skepticism in the programming community. Overstating coding capabilities like this could lead to businesses making poor technology decisions, and it could either cost them a lot of money or send them down the wrong rabbit hole. Now, again, all this is pretty speculative. We don't really know what is actually going on behind the scenes, but I decided to give Grok 4 a test for myself and ask it a serious question, one that a lot of my subscribers really take a lot of interest in. And that is, what is the fastest way to make money online right now with Grok? And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I was shocked with some of the responses that I got. In fact, the top 3 or 4 responses that it gave me were pretty spot on. So whether the controversy, the hype, all the other things, the coding, I'm not really using it for those things. But what I can tell you is that the ways that it recommends to actually start making money online is something that I can second and be in favor of. So let's dive into that now. So one of the things that I like about the information that Grok gave me back to my question is that it puts it in a pretty good order of hierarchy of what has been successful for me. So again, I've asked Grok for what is the fastest way to make money online. It said, based on recent trends and user behaviors shared online, the fastest way to make money with Grok typically involve low barrier methods like freelancing, content creation, and digital products. Now, I'm going to show you all of my stats from this, or a lot of my stats. I've been doing this for over a decade, and it would be impossible to show you all of my stats, but I'm going to give you some, dashboards. I'm going to log in and I'm going to show you what I've done in the past. Now, Grok 4 goes on to say that these can yield quick results, sometimes in hours or days. If you have basic skills in marketing and writing, keep in mind that fast depends on your effort, audience, and platform. I'm going to echo that. Let me be very clear. My company was recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii, not by me sitting on my hands. You have to take action to make this work. The good news is that a lot of the actions that I used to have to take on my own are now done with AI. A lot of those things I'm going to share with you in this video. Some of the most difficult heavy lifting pieces of it are in this video. So when I show you my stats, my student stats, just know that this is not some get rich quick thing. It does require work. Now, the methods: freelancing services, affiliate marketing, selling digital products, YouTube or social media automation. We're going to just talk about YouTube. Now, starting at the top, freelancing services. My company, Mina Marketing, if I log into my Square dashboard here, in the last 30 days, we've generated over $50,000 in revenue. This is all from working with customers. These are small businesses in my local area that we use AI for on behalf of, and we sell marketing services to. And I'm going to show you how to get a client using one of my favorite methods as we dive deeper in this video. But before that, we're going to talk about these ways of making money. Now, $50,000 in the last 30 days. This is a subscription-based company. We sell monthly subscriptions to people. So $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, different invoices ranging from those types of retainers, which you can see here. This one, 2 days ago, $2,000. A day ago, $125. On the 8th, $3,000. And so does freelancing work to generate good cash flow? Yes. Potential earnings, $50 to $125 an hour. I think that that's on the low end. I also think that this category here is probably the fastest way out of all these ways to actually generate cash flow, because you can find someone to pay you $1,000 to $2,000 a lot faster than it takes to generate thousands of clicks with affiliate marketing, or thousands of customers with digital products, or spending, depending on how you're selling the digital products, you have to invest in ad spend or create some sort of way to drive traffic, which if it's organic YouTube, that takes a lot of time as well. which again brings me to YouTube. To generate $500 to $2,000 a month in AdSense or YouTube ads, it takes a long time to build that type of following. How do I know? I have almost 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I have a lot of digital products, things that I can sell my subscribers. But again, that audience, that time it takes to build that audience is a lot longer than just freelancing your services. So let's talk about affiliate marketing for a second here. So I've done a lot of different affiliate marketing. This is an affiliate marketing platform called Warrior Plus. You can see these are a lot of products that I have sold in the past. Over $2 million in revenue I've generated. My business partner, Tom Gaddis, he also has an account. He's generated around 2 million, but we both promote out of each other's accounts because we're business partners. But also I've promoted a lot of affiliate products, right? These are other people's products, $130,000 in revenue. But you can see this category, hop, these are clicks. How many clicks does it take to generate $130,000? Well, 32,000 clicks. You know, how do you get those clicks? Again, here doing digital product sales, 132,000 clicks to generate $2 million in revenue. Now, some of you might be saying like, well, that's pretty good. Well, it is. Those numbers are a little skewed because it depends where the clicks come from. And for me, I have been doing this for over a decade, so I know how to get clicks from different affiliate networks. And a lot of people that promote my stuff, they are great affiliates. And that really matters because if you try to get people who are not great affiliates, they're going to send you millions of clicks and not do any sales. So it really depends on your affiliate network, which again is why it's a little more difficult to get traction in affiliate marketing. Now, let's jump back over to Grok real quick. And what Grok mentions, right? We have freelancing services, affiliate marketing, selling digital products, and YouTube. And I've shown you all of those things. My YouTube channel, I probably make, I don't know, between $5,000 and $8,000 a month, and I'm generating anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million views per month from YouTube. Now, it takes almost all day, every day to create all the videos that I do. It takes a lot of time and effort. So where does that lead us? Whether you are just getting started or you have some traction in getting some AI subscription-based clients, I want to help you understand that after looking at those results that I've shown you, the fastest way that I have found for me to get paid online is to get a customer rather than all those other methods. And I'm really like harping on this because there's so much information out there trying to sell you shiny objects and tell you to do different things, when in reality, it really is fundamentally simple. It's find somebody that has a problem online, offer a solution, and charge a fee. And so a lot of those problems can be solved by offering some sort of AI service. So let me give you some examples. You find somebody that doesn't have a website. Well, you can offer, that's a problem, right? You can offer to solve that problem by creating an AI generated website. You can use AI to generate the website. You don't have to be a website builder. You don't have to be a coder. You can offer to give them that website and they will pay you a fee. That is a very basic way of getting your foot in the door and getting a customer. Now, I have sold websites for $500, $2,000, $10,000. Probably the most expensive website that I've sold is somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000. There are people in my community, and you can spend some time and look. If you go to offlinesharks.com/Facebook and you search the hashtag win, there's about 20,000 other business owners in this group. This is me, Tom Gaddis, my co-founder. You can see you got 20,000 members. If you come in here and you hit the magnifying glass and you search the hashtag win, you can see what other people sell websites for. I'm not saying that you're going to go out there and get results like this instantly. These people are putting in work, so it does require work. Tyler said he joined the group. He just sold something for $1,000. He took my 4-part AI fast track training, which, again, if you are interested in making some subscription-based clients a reality for you, I'm happy to give you my 4-part AI fast track training. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. I give you my 4-part AI fast track training. And Tyler apparently took it on Monday and made $1,000 from it on Wednesday. That must be because he is a serious action taker, right? Greg Blackwood, Kaula. So you can go in here and you can see what people are selling websites for and other wins that they're getting, using these different methods. But I share that with you so that you know what is possible if you take action, if you put in the work. It's not, push button simple. You have to find somebody that has a problem and offer them a solution for a fee. And let's expand on that. I think that's a great way that I can share with you how to use AI to get your next client. So in the past, if you wanted to find somebody that didn't have a website, you'd have to go to Google and you would search in the map section, right? So you type in like roofer, Miami, or whatever your area is. I'm in Maui. I might search in the Maui area. I like to search in the small towns outside of the main city. So, I might start out kind of broad with like a city search, Miami, but I might try to zoom out a little bit and go to some of these smaller areas. So like Sweetwater, right? Roofer, Sweetwater, Florida. And the reason that I do that is because it's less competitive in these areas. If you try to prospect or find people to solve problems for in the more competitive areas, there's a lot less of them and there's more people competing for those customers. Trust me, there's a lot of business owners out there, and this stat is going to blow your mind. How many businesses do not have websites? This stat is going to blow your mind. 27% of small businesses still don't have a website in 2022. So for those of you that are thinking that, this method, this topic, or providing a website as a solution for somebody is not a viable way to get your first client or your next client, you're totally wrong. 27% of small businesses don't have a website in 2022. That's millions of businesses, millions. And so that opportunity is wide open. And of course, for us, look, at the end of the day, we're not in the business of just selling websites. We want to get people on subscription monthly retainer, which is what we talk about in the AI fast track training. We offer these websites as a way to get our foot in the door, start the relationship with these business owners. And once the site is up, we can say, hey, the next logical step is to start sending some traffic, some visitors to your site. And we can use AI tools to do those things. And so back to finding people that don't have websites. If you go to the map and you type in, a keyword or an industry that you want to go after in your area, you can see there's all these businesses that come up. But there's an icon here that says website. And like this company, Taylor & Sons, they don't have a website. There's no icon there, which is an issue for them, right? That's a problem. You can offer to solve that problem. And I'm going to show you how to use my favorite AI software tool to create a website, a no-coding website builder that you can send to this company, Harper Family, Roof Repairs Miami Pros. Both of them don't have websites. And even beyond that, if you want to use Grok 4, I go ahead and I just use something like this. I create a prompt that says I run a digital marketing agency on Maui. You can go ahead and screenshot this if you want. My ideal clients are in the travel and activity. Make me a detailed list of 25 leads. So rather than going out and doing this research yourself, you can just use a tool like Grok 4. And this is why I think Grok 4 has some capabilities that other tools don't do as well. I really like this list that it put together. All these businesses, the address, phone number, email address. We use this as a way to reach out and offer these businesses a solution and get paid in the process. And Grok 4 was able to produce this really quick. Now, yes, I'm paying for Grok 4. If you want a free tool to do this, go check out Gemini. You can use that same prompt in Gemini, and Gemini will build you a list just like that, a totally different list. Use multiple AI tools if you want to. And by the way, I'm going to include both of these prompts. So I have a document with the prompts that I'm sharing in this video. This is a bonus document. You can see Grok 4, this video. I haven't titled this video yet, but this is the document right here. And you can see the prompts that I'm using. This is the Gemini prompt that I used in Grok to build the lead list. Now, once you have a lead list like this, then you want to obviously find the people that have issues that you can solve and offer them the solution. So what is the solution that you can offer for a fee? Now, we've been talking about websites. So here is the software tool that I use to build these websites. This tool does a lot of other things as well. We're not going to dive into that in this video, but I want to just give you one way that you can get your next client. And so this tool is actually called Go High Level. Again, I give you 30 days free of this tool in the AI fast track training. And it says Mind of Marketing at the top. That's because it's what we call a white label. So when you use this tool, you can rename it the same as your business. If you don't have a business, then you can just let it be called Go High Level. But the reason that you do that is when you give access to this tool to your clients for a fee, they think it's your tool. They think that you're selling it to them and you've created it, which is amazing because all these little features that you see on the left-hand side here, the website creation, the social media posting, the pipelines, the email marketing, all that stuff, it's essentially yours to resell and keep a fee on top of that. This is all stuff that we talk about in the AI fast track training. The point of this right now is to just head over to the website section and for me to show you how easy it would be to make a website for this company here. This company, Taylor & Sons Roofing and Construction, right? They don't have a website. Remember, we found them here. You could use this. You could use Grok or Gemini to build your list of businesses that don't have websites and get their information. Once you have that lead list, come here, go to the website section and build a website from a template. It's one of the beautiful things about this tool is there's thousands of templates in here and they're already created for you. So if you want to find businesses that are in the landscaping industry, here's a template for you. Car detailing, real estate agents, cleaning company, yoga, all of these things are already done and you can just pop them open and launch them. So for example, here's a landscaping website, super nice, way better than I could ever build, even with like a drag and drop builder. If I wanted to launch this website, I just click this button, continue, and I'd launch it and it would be live. And then I could let that business know that they have their live website. And I use my liquidation method to get my foot in the door. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you an email that you can send out to liquidate this website for a fee. But remember, we're working on a roofing company as a lead. So let's jump over to the home services category, and then we can have a look at, here's a roofing website here. Let's have a look at it. It's trustworthy, roofing, simplified. Nice. Okay, so this is a great looking website. So I hit continue, and this website is going to be built within 30 seconds, which is huge. Back in the day, I would have to hire freelancers and experts, or I would spend days, weeks trying to figure out how to get a website created without having a technical skill set. But now you can see this website is up and running, and you can actually use AI to rewrite the content specifically for Taylor and Sons Roofing and Construction, so that when you send this email over to them, Taylor and Sons Roofing and Construction, it doesn't just look like a template. You want it to make it look a little bit like them. And it only takes 5 minutes, but that way when you send it over to them, it is very targeted. And that is what makes this method work so well. And you can connect any domain that you want for your clients, and then boom, look, it's already live, right? So here it's on a URL, it's on a domain. You can check it out, it's live, and now you're ready to send it to them. And if they say, yes, I want it, then you can come back in and fill in the blanks and edit things and do all that stuff. And what you would do is you would just give them access to high level. You would create a user for them, they can have access, and then they can access the website. Again, this is all stuff we talk about in the 4-part AI fast track training. But essentially, once you have someone that has a problem, you offer to give them a solution, then you can send over my golden email template. It says, hey, Tim, and remember, you can get their information from Gemini, right? We ask them for their key decision maker's name. So again, we can be more personalized with our prospecting. This is the golden email template. Hey, Tim, I was checking out roofing companies in Saltwater, Sweetwater, Miami, Sweetwater, Florida, and I noticed you don't have a website. I get it. You're busy running your business, and building a website from scratch is a hassle, not to mention expensive. Here's the deal. I recently built a professional roofing website for a client, but they ended up going a different direction. Normally, I sell these for $3,000, but since it's already done, I'm looking to liquidate it for $1,000. One time, no hidden fees. It's designed to bring in leads, looks great on mobile, and I can have it running for you, up and running for you in less than 48 hours. Now, you can change the pricing to whatever you want. You can say, I'm happy to give it to you for $500. If you've never made $1 online before, you might want to lower the price so you feel a little more confident and you get some, you get your chops, you get comfortable, you gain some confidence in what you are doing. Some of the people within our community, remember I showed you here, they give the websites away for free just so they can learn the basic skills of talking to business owners, what it takes to sell, what it takes to create the site. You're getting paid in this model to actually learn some skills. You can get paid to learn some skills. And if you spend a little time learning these skills, you will be able to offer them to businesses for a fee into the future. And that's fundamentally how I went from a mechanic to building multiple businesses online that have generated significant amount of revenue. And I try not to overcomplicate it. The point I'm trying to make here is that these are still the fundamentals. You know, you can use AI, and I use AI every day. My team uses AI. All the platforms are pretty strong, depending on what you're doing with them. Now, if you're trying to build an app, obviously some of them are going to be better than others. It doesn't seem like Grok 4 is one that you want to use for that. But for building lead lists, finding ways to generate cash flow, growing your business, being a business partner in the sense of like being able to be a sounding board and ask questions on how you should take action and what your strategies are. I mean, look, it gave you methods. It gave me methods when I searched Grok 4, how to make money online, some verified ways that I have actually made a lot of cash flow with. And if I were to do it all over again, I know that would be solid advice coming from Grok 4 because I've already done it. And so for that reason, I like it. All the other stuff, I'm not going to give it my personal information. I'm not going to ask it for marriage or parenting advice. I'm going to use it to generate more customers and cash flow, just like I do all the other tools. And so if you're interested in this topic, again, and you got any value out of this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below. I will send you my 4-part AI fast track training, and you'll get the 30 days of the software tool, and you can use that and follow along and hopefully land your first client with us and be a part of the community. So with that, I'll see you in the next video. Aloha, everybody.